Welcome to week 3 of my carnivore challenge. Mostly, to be honest, this week has been a bit more pants than last week, unfortunately. As far as stats goes, everything has stayed pretty well the same. Weight and measurements, not much change at all. My blood glucose went from 4.7 to 4.4 and my ketones from 4.2 to 2.3. The budget went up to $5.90 a day, so that's gone up. I'd say overall I've been looking for more variety and I guess a little bit less focused on the budget, although that's still a factor, but I've definitely been eating more. Both the headaches and the reflux have continued this week, which is both annoying and disappointing. One thing I've forgotten to mention that started certainly in week 2, maybe even week 1, was I was getting a flickering eye, like a tremor in my right eye that was more or less just all the time, basically. Not significant, not that anyone else could notice, but that I could feel all the time. And it was really, it's really been starting to irritate me. And I was wondering, what was going on. And also, as I mentioned, with the headaches, the reflux, also annoying, but I've just been putting that down to changing things up and having a bit of a sensitive stomach when it comes to reflux. But a few things suddenly clicked in place when I was thinking about the tremor in my eye. And I remembered Carl Franklin talking about a tremor that he had in his hand, and he was discussing this with Jason Fung, and Jason said to him, have you tried upping your magnesium? It could be a magnesium deficiency. And I suddenly thought, I wonder. I haven't been purposefully taking electrolytes, particularly magnesium. I used to take magnesium every day, and it got to the point where I was thinking, well, maybe I'm just taking this for no reason. I was sort of taking more, and I get a bit leery with supplements. I'm all for them if they benefit you, but not if you're just kind of taking them for the sake of it. And I wasn't sure which camp I was in, so I stopped taking the magnesium. I found that I didn't really need it. I have a couple of baths in Epsom salts every week, which gets a bit of magnesium in that way, but I wasn't getting things like the restless legs that I had before that I put down to a problem with magnesium. So I felt like I didn't really need to supplement anymore, and that's where I was at as far as when I was eating keto was concerned. But I started wondering if maybe with the shift to carnivore that there was this need to readjust the electrolytes. And I talked to Amber O'Hearn, who is my carnivore mentor, and the first thing she said was, I wonder about magnesium. And it also got me to thinking about, you remember my big old slip up with the dark chocolate? And it was weird how I'd gone the best part of 2 weeks without craving it at all. I knew it was there and it wasn't a big problem, but all of a sudden the cravings for it became overwhelming. And I just wonder whether part of my brain thought dark chocolate, magnesium, it's magnesium you want. It's a bit of a stretch because it's chocolate. I'm sure my brain could have put much more sensible options in my brain, like magnesium tablets or leafy greens or something, but it's just all those little bits that went together that made me think, magnesium. Living out in the middle of nowhere in rural France wasn't easy to get hold of magnesium tablets straight away, but I remembered that I had these, my Keto Chow fasting drops. Well, we have different things here. We have, which I believe the ones they started with were the Electrolyte drops, and the mag drops, which obviously were the first thing that I thought of, and then the fasting drops. These are heavy. These ones are a normal standard electrolyte balance. These ones are obviously heavy on magnesium, and the fasting ones are heavy on the salt. Interesting point, actually, these were formulated with the assistance of Megan Ramos from IDM. So I figure I'll start taking these magnesium drops at night, a capful, and electrolyte drops in the morning, and see how it goes. So far I've been taking them just for a day, and already the eye tremor has pretty well stopped. So yes, I think magnesium was probably the answer. Hopefully it's going to help with the headaches as well. So all in all, it's been an interesting week. You can probably hear that hesitation in my voice. I suppose I'm just a little bit disappointed that things aren't going great. I was expecting things to go great, and they're not. They're not going awfully, but they're not going wonderfully either. So tune in next week and see if the magnesium has helped completely get rid of the eye tremor, and hopefully started helping with the headaches as well. Have you tried your own version of a carnivore challenge, and how's it gone for you? You know, I'm approaching a month now. That's a fair way in. A lot of people give it a go for a month. How's it been for you? I'd really love to hear from you. So let me know down below in the comments, and catch up with me next week to see what happens then. Okay, bye bye.